I never imagined I would be giving a testimonial about a herpes product. For years, living with this condition was something I avoided mentioning, even to myself. It felt like carrying a shameful secret, something that set me apart from others and made me feel isolated and incomplete. However, after trying Herpafend, I feel the need to share my story in hopes of helping others who might be going through the same situation. My story with herpes began about 5 years ago. Like many people, I was in a serious relationship when I was diagnosed. It was a devastating shock. Immediately, I felt like my world had turned upside down. The shame and fear of how it would affect my social and emotional life were overwhelming. Even though I knew herpes was a common condition, it didn't lessen the stigma I felt. I started to close myself off from new experiences, avoiding relationships and social gatherings for fear of rejection or triggering an outbreak. During this time, I tried various conventional treatments. I used ointments and took medications like acyclovir, but the side effects, such as headaches and nausea, were almost as bad as the outbreaks themselves. I felt trapped in an endless cycle of anxiety, outbreaks, and medication. That's when I decided I needed a more natural solution, something that not only treated the symptoms but also helped me feel healthier and more in control of my life. It was during one of my online research sessions that I discovered Herpafend. The first thing that caught my attention was that it was developed by a Harvard scientist. This immediately piqued my interest because I was tired of products without scientific backing. The idea of a home remedy to prevent herpes outbreaks seemed promising, but I admit I was still skeptical. As someone who had tried everything, I wondered, does it really work? What convinced me to give Herpafend a chance was the large number of positive reviews from others who, like me, were tired of living in fear and shame. The promise of results without the side effects of conventional treatments was a big plus for me. Additionally, the 60-day money-back guarantee gave me the confidence that if the product didn't work, I wouldn't have anything to lose. I decided to purchase the 6-bottle kit because I knew that if it was effective, I wanted to have a supply that would last. When the package arrived, I started using Herpafend immediately. I followed the instructions and included the supplement in my daily routine. In the first few days, I didn't notice major changes, but I continued using it with the hope that results would come over time. Then, something amazing happened. About 2 weeks after starting Herpafend, I noticed that my skin was healthier, without signs of a potential outbreak. More than that, I felt a change in my energy and mood. The constant anxiety I used to feel before a possible outbreak began to fade away. Without realizing it, I started to feel more confident and less worried about the possibility of new outbreaks. As weeks went by, the results continued to improve. The outbreaks that used to be frequent and intense became less common, and when they occurred, they were much less painful and lasted shorter periods. I can't describe the relief and happiness this brought me. For the first time in years, I felt like I had taken back control of my life. I could go out, meet friends, and even start to consider the idea of entering a new relationship without the constant fear of an outbreak. Today, as I write this testimonial, I feel immense joy in being able to say that Herpafend has changed my life. It not only reduced the frequency of my outbreaks, but also helped me regain my confidence and the desire to live fully. If you, like me, have tried other treatments without success and are tired of living in fear and shame, I highly recommend giving Herpafend a try. Don't let herpes continue to control your life. With Herpafend, you can regain control and live without the constant weight of anxiety. Plus, with the 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Click the link below the video to buy Herpafend now and start your journey to a freer and happier life. I did, and I don't regret it. It's time for you to do the same for yourself.